We start with one of the Masters Cricket USA prominent players, Sanjeeva. Sanjeeva has been the captain, ex-captain of Masters Cricket USA national team. Let's see. This is Sanjeeva's. You can see on the screen Sanjeeva's stat. I believe he posted this today or yesterday. He always follows this workout routine, following a female workout tutor and follow. So let's see what our MSA is saying. MSA, our Master Spy Agency. We kind of spread our people to see exactly how they do their how they go about doing their workouts. So let's see. I've never seen this video, so I'll be seeing it for the first time. I'm just getting these videos as coming up. So let's see Sanjeeva working out. I'm excited. I want to see how he does. Maybe I can follow some tips. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Not at all. Maybe this was a bad day for Sanjeeva. He is definitely not burning those calories. So, but maybe it's a bad day. Maybe it was a cheat day. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. So we also followed another member, Rafi Kazi, another prominent name from my city, Houston, from the South. And I've known Rafi to be very hardworking, very fit. He takes his workout seriously. Let's see. This is how he burns his calories. He always posts his pictures. We followed our MSA Master Spy Agency, followed Rafi, and we want to see how he does it. So maybe some of our viewers can also follow his routine. Okay. Wow. Like I said, I didn't see this video. I'm shocked. This is not really burning calories. This is actually taking a lot of calories. So maybe this was not a good idea. Let's move on. Or maybe we can just go with another member. And I'm certain that this member really takes his exercise seriously, Adnan Rao. Everybody knows Adnan Rao. He is such a good volunteer for Masters Cricket USA. He works hard on all the social media aspects of Masters Cricket USA, and this guy is fit, and I'm sure he is taking his workout seriously. As you can see, he's posting his pictures. Let's see his video on the screen. What is he doing? I'm confused. What is he just taking a picture of somebody else's workout stats? Let's roll it again. Let's see another video, because I think we have another video of Adnan. Maybe this was the wrong one. Let's see another one. Okay, well, I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm not sure. Maybe this was a bad day. Maybe we didn't catch these three players. We have a lot more videos, but we're gonna stop it right there. Maybe our MSA Master Spy Agency will go out again and check this out, but this is what I wasn't expecting that, to say the least. So okay, this was all fun, by the way. Let's move on to our next set of guests. I'm gonna invite them on our show. We have the three captains from three different age groups. Mr. Fazal Alam, captain of the USA team for over 50. We have Muhammad Farooq, captain of the over 40 team USA, and then Jivika, the captain of over 60 national team. Let's welcome him to the show. All right, let's start with Jivika. He is our captain of the over 60s USA team. Jivika comes with an impressive cricketing resume. I want to ask him, Jivika, how do you keep going at this age of 60? And then obviously when you have a team that you're captaining for an important tour, World Cup coming up, how do you keep them going in terms of their fitness, routine, and managing different skill set? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes, thank you. This is like, I played cricket and I stopped for a while, over 20 years. Then again, with MCUSA, we started playing again. It is like riding a bike, I guess. Once you get into the groove, you keep going. Even at this age, over 60, we keep encouraging each other, the team, the probables that we have, and we have WhatsApp groups, because our country is so vast, and it's hard for us to meet in one place. So we have Zoom meetings, and we have certain platforms that we post our fitness and encourage each other to keep going, do their skills training and fitness, and so we make it fun. So that's how we keep it moving forward.
That's great. Moving on to Fazal, he's the captain of over 50. He's actually taking an over 55 side to South Africa. He recently toured England and Australia. Fazal, as far as the skill and the fitness of the team USA over 50 compared to the other countries, what do you think we are missing when we compete against the top sides like the England, the Australia, and South Africa? And what do you think we need to do to come to their level?
First of all, last year was an anomaly for us because we had lots of cricket, like, having three international tours in 1 year. We had a World Cup, then we toured England, then we toured Australia. So that kind of depleted our sides. That was one of the issues we had because you can play only so many tournaments. And then other problem we have is because everybody is scattered all over USA, so we really do not have a combined camp or any kind of fitness activity to monitor it. But we do have, just like Jivika was saying, 60s group, we do have a problem list and where we kind of shared our fitness drills, what we do, keep encouraging each other, kind of post your videos and some targeted drills, some yo-yo test and all that kind of stuff we do. But one of the major problems what we have is because of the proximity, and then when we play only certain months of the year in half of the or most of the USA, like, only California and some South players can play all year round or 10 months, whereas Northeast and most of the country can only play 6 to 8 months max. So mostly we do indoors. So that's one of the drawbacks we have. So game fitness is one of the issues because we don't play enough cricket on the turf wickets. So those adjustments take a while, and that plays a very challenging role for us, like, to adjust and adapt to that. That's one of the other issues, but we tried the best we could, and it's again a challenge, but we are trying creative ways to mitigate that and try to do the best we can.
All right, that's good. Let's bring in Mohammad Farooq now. If you are from Pakistan and if you followed Pakistan domestic cricket, this is one name you must have known, Mohammad Farooq. He's played tremendous amount of domestic cricket in Pakistan. He captained the over 40 USA side, just recently toured Pakistan, and over 40 team also toured Pakistan last year also. Mohammad Farooq, let me ask you this. Now, 40s is one of the youngest groups in Masters cricket. So some of these guys are comparatively very fit. They play other premium leagues in their own respective zones and regions. Now, watching this recently concluded, do you feel like our fitness still needs a lot of work in terms of keeping up with the rest of the countries?
Oh, of course. I think we are far behind in terms of the fitness standard with the test nations, because mostly test nations have grassroots level, they have club cricket structure, they have league structure, then domestic structure, and they have proper cricket grounds. Unfortunately, we don't have proper cricket grounds and the grassroots level in states as of now. And as Fazal Bhai said, the issues, because this is a huge country, and the issue is we don't get together much during the year for the camp or some other activities. So, and majority of our players are, for me, are not professionals. Majority of our players are amateurs. They are not playing higher level cricket back home. So there's so much things to learn for us, and it will take us long way to get to this standard for the world cricket. Unfortunately, we are not there, but whatever in our hand, we try our best to do what we can do, which is mostly local league cricket, gym facilities. We can utilize those, but we are far behind, and hopefully in couple of year time, when you have more youngster in over 40s, like young 40s, it might change, because right now in our team majority are above 45, which is scary since last couple of years. So hopefully as we grow, now we are bringing some young 40s, which is bringing more agility, more enthusiasm and the energy. And one thing we really miss with the fitness is fielding fundamentals, which is comes from the grassroots level when you play your club cricket, your age cricket, and your domestic cricket. So we are lacking right fundamental in the fielding side. Bowling and batting, everybody have the skills, everybody have the, you know, some techniques to play cricket, but fitness and the fielding is a key factor for me to change the whole scenario. So yes, we need a lot of hard work behind the scene, and we are working so hard behind the scene. We discuss usually with the team and the whole group, and hopefully we'll get there one day. But still, we need a lot of work hard to get there.
Those are some good points. Now let me just stay on fitness and ask a question to all three of you, starting with Jivika, then Fazal, and then Mohammad Farooq. Now I've heard arguments on both sides of the aisle that skill is more important than fitness. Obviously, if you know your game and if you've played some good cricket against some good competition, then you will definitely perform well, and fitness is secondary. What do you think? Because I've seen some of the most fittest players, but from a skill perspective, they don't perform well, but somehow they find a place in the team. So Jivika, how do you compare between the argument of skill versus fitness?
Fitness, when I look at fitness, is a very important factor, like Farooq Bhai mentioned. That improves your whole game, your batting, bowling, fielding. But skill had to be there too. You're absolutely right, Himari Bhai. There are much fitter people that who can't bring a lot to the table at skill level. So I'm looking at, when I say fitness, match fitness, cricket fitness. Now I saw that it's in the 60s World Cup, which I captained last 2 years ago when I went there. There were much fitter people than me, but they couldn't even play the whole game. Halfway through, they had to go in and so forth. But the building endurance, that's the key factor. Fitness is important, but building endurance that you can last for 90 overs, batting and bowling, batting, fielding, coming back. When it comes to the World Cup level, you have back-to-back games, so there's no rest for the body to recover. But if you have the endurance with your skill set, I think that's the best fitness that I could see, that you can go long.
All right. Hey Fazal, speaking of what Jivika just said about match fitness, I've seen obviously, first thing, is there a big difference between match fit versus fit in other ways? Like, for example, I've seen players who do really well in the drills. The yo-yo score is really high, but I see them get tired real easy. Like if you're playing a 45-over game for multiple days with just maybe perhaps a 1 day of gap in between, I see them come up with a lot of injuries. But as compared to the other players who are not doing good in their yo-yo test and other drills, prescribed drills, but they stay fit for the duration of these 5-6 day tournaments. How do you see the difference between the two?
Yeah, piggybacking on what Jiva said, definitely you have to have skill to make it to international team, right? There's no doubt about it. You got to have some skill. But then again comes the tiredness and the game fitness. For example, for World Cup, when you go, at least there are 3 back-to-back games. So we end up playing 8 games in 12 to 13 days. So that is really having toll on your body if you are not match fit. What that means is, if you haven't played a lot of games prior to the tournament, or don't know how to manage the game or your body when you play a lot of, like if you played a lot of games in your youth, you know how to, I know it's like driving, like, and you don't forget certain things. Age will definitely slow you down, definitely you go down, but again, that mental fitness needs to be there to handle your body and to be able to perform. And I have seen a good example was one of the World Cups we went in Cape Town, if you remember, Jiva. Sri Lanka team, first 4 games, they surprised 2 big teams and pulled big surprises. And after the 3rd or 4th game, they couldn't field 11 on the field. I guess they just lost all games after that. I believe they beat Australia and New Zealand, or some two big teams, the big surprises, and then they couldn't. And same thing I could see happen to us too. Like, initially in the tournament, everything is going good and everybody's fit enough. Even those people who had very high scores in yo-yos and whatnot, but eventually as we played number of games, that level of fitness did not stay, and that definitely affected their games. And we have seen a lot of tired outs, like batsmen getting out just because they were tired after staying there for a little long. So it has to be a balance, because you really can't have only skill but no fitness. There got to be a balance in between those two. So it's a tough one, but sometimes some people are very athletic, like they can run 20 miles, but what good is that when you can't really bend down and field the ball? So there are certain things which are cricket related. Fitness is different than physical fitness. It has to be right balance, but absolutely skill has to be there. You really can't get guys who are fit in the team. You've got to know the game, and that's when the fitness comes in, when you have to compare 1920, like comparing between players who to pick and who not to.
Okay, Farooq bhai, you spoke about USA team not having the flexibility of professional players. I mean, we have amateur players, but talk to me about the preparation, like in terms of preparation compared to the other countries, preparation for big game, big tournament. Do you see a big difference for in terms of preparation of how other countries do it for these tournaments in game versus Team USA does it?
Well, definitely. Some countries have their camps organized before the coming out for these big tournaments, and which is affect your chemistry. So that's why if you see our preparation in Pakistan, which is help us a lot, because we haven't got a chance before the T20 World Cup in USA, because it's a huge country, and majority people live in different states, and that's why my plan to when Pakistan is early, at least 1 week, and we had couple of net session and couple of practice session, which help us really well. But other countries are already done this work before they are coming out, and I think it's very important as a team when you're going to play any bilateral series or maybe some big events. If you have a facility to work combined before the tournament in your home country, which is really affect your chemistry, especially as a captain, because there's so many new players coming into the team, so your tools to utilize, which is really helpful for captain, vice captain, and the team management. But whatever we have in our hand, we try our best to get the performances from each and individual. And I think as a 40 group, I think we are really successful in last couple of years, because our utilization of the players are on the spot, and people are understand each other game and their mindset as well. So those things are consistent since last couple of years. Even we get some good players in last few years, but still the chemistry in each team are built really well, because we went mostly tournaments 1 week earlier. So if we get a chance more in United States to have a 10 days camp with fitness level, fielding drills, batting, bowling, and build your chemistry, it might affect more in your tournaments.
So we just have a couple of minutes left. So quickly moving on to Fazal, what Farooq bhai just said about not having an avenue where a pool of potential players who are going to make the USA team gather in one spot for a few days and kind of bond and play together. Do you A, agree with it, and B, how can we make that happen in terms of overhauling maybe our domestic structure? And when I say domestic structure, we have our nationals and zonals and all these tournaments. Maybe perhaps skip one and bring this kind of a platform to collect all these players in one location, and maybe go through some togetherness and practices together, and for a captain to understand each player's strength and weaknesses. How do you think we can make that happen? And do you agree with that kind of a camp?
I mean, I do agree, and that kind of shows the results too. It's not that we haven't done this. We have done this twice. So we have done this when we did the first World Cup, when we went to Cape Town, we did have a camp. And in the second one also we did. So one time we went to Davis in California because it was a winter time. That was the only place where we could. So we did go there for 3 days. All the probables did go there, and we did have a camp there. And then also for the next World Cup before that, we did once in Houston. So all comes down to finances, because the time and money, because if the players can afford to take 3 days off, I don't think that's a huge problem. If for a World Cup preparation, we do intend and plan to do that, and not sure if we can pull it off. Again, it comes down to money, because it is a huge expense. So people, as you know, this is like self-funded tour. So if they're going to the national, they go to the zonals, then the international tour, and to pull in another camp. 60s, I believe, are planning on doing that before the World Cup. Jiva can chime in and update us on that. But we do have kind of an ambition to do that before this World Cup. Hopefully we can pull one camp for a few days to get everybody together. That really helps.
Definitely. Coming back to our over 60 captain Jivika, you have an important World Cup coming in Toronto. Any insights of what kind of pitches they offer and the opposition? And then I heard you got a good recruiting class coming out of the 50s who recently turned 60. How do you rate your chances against the opposition?
Well, the Canadian wickets are a bit soft latter part of the month, so we are going in August, so it tend to grip a bit, and so which is good for us. We have quite a number of good spinners, so I think that'll definitely help our team. And of course, like you say, we had a couple of 50s guys last World Cup. 50 Parakanant, he's in the team. He's one of the best glovemen we have in any age group. So him coming and a couple others coming will strengthen the team. So we are spin heavy. We have a solid batting lineup, and we are spin heavy, which is good. And having all-rounders help too. So there are couple of top all-rounders who could bat ball, and which is advantage for us. And so we are looking forward to kind of rub shoulders and handle these big names in the game.
That certainly is very inspiring. I am actually looking forward to turn 60 and play. I never in my wildest of dreams thought that I will play cricket in 60, let alone in 50, but here we have it. Masters Cricket USA certainly has provided a platform to continue with this game, the game that we love, the game we are so passionate about. The competition is great, especially in over 50, and like I mentioned early on, the bragging is amazing between the players. So many friendships have formed just out of fun. Fazal, you've seen the over 50 USA team, your over 50 team. Best of over 50 versus best of over 50. What do you think is going to happen? You play against each other. Embarrassing defeat, very close contest, or you'll just take them to the cleaners?
On a game day, it could be a go anyways, because the pool we have is good enough. Anybody could walk in the team. So on that day, whoever has a good day, they will probably win. I really can't say much about that, because like I said, it's a good pool we have, but availability has been an issue for overseas tours. So for coming up for Australia, I hope everybody is available, and it will be a headache for the selectors. And one of them is right there to pick a team 1 versus team 2. Anybody could win any day. Before I let you go, I wanted to say thank you for doing this. And again, you touched on something very important, which as a captain for 50s, I'm actually thinking about it. How do we do a camp? To be able to do that, hopefully we can find some sponsors. Hopefully we can raise some funds, and anybody who's watching this have some ideas, chip in and see if we can make it happen. That will go a long way. And I think 60s has already doing it. So they gave us some ideas how to do that, and we'll work on it. And hopefully, Fortis can also do the same. So especially before the World Cups, we should definitely have the camps, and everybody can help out with some sponsorships or some way, whatever they can help us, and let's make it happen.
Certainly, the camp would be a really good advantage for especially the over 60 teams about to play a World Cup this year, and also over 40 team playing a 45 over World Cup in the West Indies this year. So a camp would certainly benefit a lot. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I wish all of you the very best in your upcoming tournaments. Fazal with South Africa and Australia on tap for you. Australia coming for the first time, and then you going to South Africa. Farooq bhai, I believe there's a quad series in the works. That plus the World Cup, a huge event, and hopefully you'll get a lot more players available compared to what you had at your disposal going to Pakistan. And then Jivika, I believe that you have a really good team, like you said, spin heavy and spin most times do the magic. So good luck in Toronto. Thank you so much. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the messages, sponsor messages.
Yash Technologies is among the largest independent global technology providers with headquarters in the United States. With over 4,000 worldwide employees, we pride ourselves on being large enough to offer a complete portfolio of IT services, while being small enough to provide personalized attention and customer service. Yash strives to provide excellent IT support by partnering with our clients to build lasting relationships and transform their business. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
All right, so that's a wrap from our first episode of Masters Cricket USA's second innings with Mustafa Hemani. We had some interesting conversations with Dr. Parag Ananta and Syed Shah Nawaz about talking about the journey of how this all started, and then talking to the three captains, Jivika, Fazal and Farooq, talking about the upcoming tournaments and the calendar. Do subscribe to our YouTube, MCUSA YouTube channel, and provide us feedback. And there's an email right at the bottom of your screen. Give us feedback, give us the support. We're looking forward to our second episode. If you have any ideas for our next episode, ideas about the guest, ideas about the topic, send us an email on the email shown below on your screen, and be looking forward to our next show. And that's it from our studios. See you next time. Goodbye.